Okay, so this seems to be the right angle. So hello everyone. In this video, I'll try to explain my strategy regarding nutrition. I think it's the the basis of everything that we're doing here. This is a channel about fitness. I basically share my calisthenics journey, and I wanted to be able to give more detailed advice of my understanding of what I do on a day to day basis to get to the point I am now. And these are things that I've been doing for years now. It started as a fun ride with friends, and over time you learn about what you should eat or not, on and also in how you should not eat things, the frequency, like all those things play a lot. So today the goal is to try to clear out most of those subjects. So first of all, I've been saying this for a while now. The ideal plate is 50% maximum carbs, 25% maximum meat, and maybe not maximum, you can eat more. Uh, the rest, you basically want to complete it with, I'll say greens, but I don't like that term because it's vegetables overall, vegetables and fruit. You need fiber. Meat doesn't have the same fiber that vegetables have. And you also need carbs because your body needs to replenish its storage of energy, when that it essentially goes to when you need to do high intensity exercises that require some endurance. That's where you will get your energy from. So as long as you keep those proportions, you should have enough energy to be pretty high performance when doing cardio, and you'll have enough protein also, more likely at least, to have more protein or enough protein to meet your protein goal for the day. um, Regarding the protein, I think a good place to start if you want to be able to make muscle without um, spending too much time at the gym, and essentially do it effectively, because you can spend a lot of time at the gym, but you can also spend too much time in the gym and not see results, because the rest is important. What you eat is important, the frequency of what you eat, and of course we're not talking about those times when you are invited by family or you go out with friends. You should have those meals, if they make you feel well. What you should avoid instead is those, let's say, cheat meals, even though I don't believe in cheat meals um, too often. What you have to watch out for is a frequency. If you drown, if you do statistics and you drown those like peaks of sugar and salt that you have on those days in this noise of consistency, you will see that those peaks will be pretty much insignificant in front of your discipline for your diet. Your diet simply has to be balanced. Something I like to do is eat red meat multiple times a week. I think 3 4 times is a good proportion if you can, of course. I think the cheapest meat today is still chicken. I eat mostly chicken, and basically white meat, so meat that comes from birds mostly. And I think it's also good for, I mean, it's not that I think, but essentially for the omega 3 and the oils and the heavy metals, it's beneficial to eat fish from time to time. I think once a week it's a good amount. It's not too much, because you can get intoxicated and with the heavy metals, because fish are known to have, at least the most common fish like tuna, sardines, they tend to be pretty loaded with um, heavy metals, and you want to avoid having too many of them. They are used by your body for its defenses, especially the immune system uses them to fight diseases. But otherwise, you do need those omega 3s and those essential animal oils that are in them. So, a balanced diet in terms of the animal protein will contain definitely those. I mean, if you don't want to be confused and you want to start somewhere, at least start with the ideal dish. Like you want to divide your plate in such a way that it's balanced. That's the beginning. Then you can choose the ingredients, so different meats at different times of the week. The vegetables, you have the choice. Basically, eat the ones that you like the most. My favorites are broccolis. I think they are pretty. I mean, I like them, and they have also potassium and magnesium, which is pretty rare for vegetables. Um, Otherwise, yeah, you complete the rest with vegetables, the ones that you prefer. Um, the carbs, I don't have any particular preference for them. As long as you keep those proportions, you shouldn't see any damage from eating carbs. If you go beyond those numbers, however, I cannot guarantee you'll have good results. And I think that's like 80% of the work for nutrition. If you are on a bulk, you are exercising 4 times a week, for example, like leaving one rest day between sessions and doing full day sessions to push every muscle in your body to the absolute failure, and you also do cardio, then eating, yeah, extra protein will be beneficial. That's when I will start to personally introduce whey protein, essentially extra protein if your diet doesn't contain enough. And by that I mean if you don't manage to eat at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. And once you do that, really, you are set to keep making muscle while staying lean and in having essentially a good health, a strong immune system for the long term. Now, if you have seasons in which you are in bulk, in which you want to compete for specific events, then sorry, in those times, you can tweak your diet. But long term, if you want to keep making muscle and stay lean, that's my recipe, and it doesn't go much further than that. As long as you have those, you have the basics. So if you don't believe me, try these for like 1 month or two. You'll see the results in the long term, because this is really a recipe meant to be sustainable over the long term, and to allow you to enjoy life at the same time. For example, I don't hold back when I have to go out with friends. I mean, have to when I get invited to go out with friends, or have any family dinner with some special like dish that doesn't really meet my macros, because again, it's one day. What you should watch out for if those things become too frequent. Like if every week you are drinking to death, consuming alcohol, um, you are eating things that you know will not benefit you. Like if what your family does is like big barbecues with a lot of meat, okay, that's a lot of protein. You won't be too hurt by that. But if you know that it's usually sugary stuff and things that won't be very beneficial for you regarding like compared to the diet that you have, then avoid doing those too often. Of course, don't hold back from eating with your family. Sometimes you can mitigate the damage of those meals by exercising and eating properly after. But yeah, avoid frequent yeah relaxations in your diet. As long as you respect their frequency, you'll be fine. I think that's all for today. This is just to get used to this. These videos are not meant to be watched visually. They're mostly meant to be listened to. I do want to learn to speak in front of a camera, to turn this into a podcast someday, maybe. As I said previously, so please don't watch my face for too long. Um, I hope you enjoyed the video and you extracted from some value from it. Please come back one day and tell me if this diet or this method of handling your nutrition worked for you. I don't expect to see results tomorrow or that often, but I know that I've built my physique this way, and I've been doing this exact same thing. So following these rules for now 3 years, it has been working. I've never felt healthier than this. The doctors can say the same. So yeah, if this worked for you, please come back in 1 or 2 months and tell me your results. So see you soon in a future video. Bye bye.